and I'm just going to run, right? I was so disenchanted. I had been so hurt. I had experienced so many things that really just tore down, my belief in the company. I was very hurt by people that came and left, and, we even lost the people because they actually got put out of the company, okay? That's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. And I remember looking up, and I'm making $50,000 a month in income. Hold on, y'all. Shh. Come on, y'all. Got thousands of people. Please, Dad. I'm making $200,000 a month in income, and I look up, y'all, and I lose 8 legs of business. Can you imagine? I look up, like beyond my control, y'all. I look up and I lose 8 legs of business. I need you to know how that feeling was for me, to look up and not know what I was going to do, to look up and to say, oh my God, here it is. My income is about to die because, of course, when you got your check matches and you got your binary pay, every time you lose a residual, every time you lose an auto ship, you actually obviously lose money. People don't realize, but every auto ship matters. It's not about the people you get, but it's about the people you keep. And I remember hearing this gentleman's story about how, he went from, listen, y'all, his story, as a matter of fact, to join me over at 1000familiesrich.com. I'm going to pass down to our children. And my main objective tonight is to get you to believe. My main objective tonight is to get you to believe that you are building something that you are going to be able to give to your kids. My goal tonight is to give you the very gift that I was given 2 years ago that made me recognize that with the products that we have, with the owner, Mr. Jack Fallon, being who he is as a visionary, his integrity, the efficacy of our products, y'all, I just knew when I looked at the comp plan, when I looked at the price point, I just knew that we had found it. And when I say found it, I knew that we had found an opportunity that we could build, and it was going to be around for a very, very long time. And so ladies and gentlemen, I am going to present to some and introduce to many of you all that never heard of him before, a man that has helped me to recognize that, baby, if we stick and stay, we're going to get our pay. And so let me find Mr. Roberti here. Guys, he was a gift to me, and I'm so excited and so grateful. Listen, when I woke up one morning, y'all, like 4 o'clock in the morning, and I just grew some wings. I said, I'm calling him. I didn't call, but I text. And I said, I need your help. And he willingly said, you know what? No problem. I got you. So let me find Jeff Roberti. Hold on 1 minute. Y'all grab yourself a pen and paper. You definitely want to get into a quiet space because you do not want to miss what we're going to hear on tonight. So, Mr. Roberti, I just made you a co-host. You should be able to speak.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you loud and clear. Yes.
Well, thank you, Stormy. Thanks for having me on the call tonight. And it's my honor, it's my pleasure, and it's my privilege to be able to come on tonight and share with your team a few success tips and some things that have helped me over the last 30 plus years in this profession. And Stormy, first of all, I just got to acknowledge the job you've done, the leadership you've provided, and how many people you've inspired in your company and in our profession, the difference you've made, the amount of lives that to show just how many people you've touched, either with your product or with your opportunity. So I'll just share a little bit about my story, and then maybe you can ask me a couple questions if you'd like.
Yes.
And we'll cover a couple points here this evening. Like you said, Stormy, I'm not involved in your company, but, we met at the GoPro event a couple of years ago at Eric Worre's event, and you reached out to me and you said, Jeff, would you be willing to come on and share with the group tonight? And I said, absolutely. My attitude is never forget where you came from, Jeff. And if you got a chance to pay it forward, and if you can help somebody else, whether they're in your company or in your downline, why wouldn't you do that? Life's not about me, life's about we. And, there's a lot of rewards beyond just financial rewards, emotional and spiritual revenue. And, you're just rich in relationships and love and connection and growth and contribution. There's so many other rewards. So when you asked me to come on tonight, I said, sure, I'd love to share. My story really comes from humble beginnings. I did not come from a wealthy family. I did not have a higher education, not a lot of experience, money, or background. But, You ever just meet somebody that's hungry, that has a burning desire, they're willing to work, and they're teachable? Well, that was me. I live in Sarasota, Florida, and before I got involved in this profession, I was a broke waiter. I was always struggling to pay my bills. There was always more month than there was money. I was behind all my bills in life, my promises in life, to myself, to my friends, to my family. And I guess the word, Stormy, is I was very dissatisfied. And I had a good work ethic, like so many of you on the call here tonight. I was a hard worker no matter what I did. I took pride in what I did, whether it was waiting tables or mowing lawns or working construction or cleaning pools. Whatever I did, I was the best at it. But there was always a limit. I was always building someone else's dream. I was always trading dollars for hours and never really had an opportunity to grow as a person and to become more and have the opportunity to be able to be your own boss and earn what you're worth and have the opportunity for abundance, for financial independence. And a friend of mine shared with me a product a little over 30 years ago with the company I'm involved in. And I was a satisfied customer first. I was a 24-year-old ex-broke waiter that was just really hungry and was praying. I was praying to God to please bring me something. And my prayers got answered. A friend of mine came over and shared with me the product. I was living in a little apartment at the time. And like I said, what I was lacking in education or money or experience, I made up in just being a really hard worker and being hungry and having that burning desire and willingness to work and being teachable. And as a satisfied customer, Stormy, I found out there was an opportunity to share this product and to build up a growing customer base and to be able to build a team, to build an organization, to be able to duplicate your efforts. I read a book called Think and Grow Rich, and in that book it said, I'd rather earn 1% of 100 people's efforts than only making 100% of my own personal efforts. And, I got some really great mentors when I first got started. I studied a guy named Jim Rohn, and I'll never forget Jim Rohn saying to me, Jeff, you can have more in life if you become more in life and see things not the way they are, but the way they can become. In other words, for things to change, Jeff, you got to change. And for things to get better, you've got to get better. Your products work, your marketing system works. The only variable is the you part. You got to work on yourself more than your products, more than your marketing system. I also met a guy back then named Zig Ziglar, and Zig probably said it the best. If you help enough other people get what they want out of life, you'll have everything you want out of life. And we talked about this earlier, Stormy. The business is never about you. It's always about the person in front of you.
Yes.
My sponsor at the time had been in the business for a couple years and hadn't had the type of success that he wanted it with the company. And he prejudged whether this 24-year-old ex-broke waiter was going to do anything or not. And he quit the business my very first month. Well, I've got an organization that sold over billions of dollars worth of product. And it was a huge mistake because he prejudged whether this guy was going to do anything or not and left right before it was getting ready to happen for him. So you never know who that next person is you're going to talk to, that you share your products and share your opportunity with, and just how hungry they are and how that could have such an impact on your business.
Right.
But I got off to a really fast start. A couple success tips is I always care more about my customers, and I believe that the fortune is in the follow-up. I've always cared more about my customers and followed up and made sure that they got results on the product more so than the money I was earning. I also, when I brought on a new team member, I always focused on helping them get off to a fast start in their success and their money and their earnings, not what I am earning. And so in other words, you go into a relationship to give, not to get. You're not measuring what you get in return. And like I said, your check will become a measuring stick to show just how big of an impact you've had, how many people's lives you've touched with your product, and how many people's lives you've touched with your opportunity. So, and then you have this success, and you start to build up this business, and then I have found, I've retired into my business, not from my business. Instead of retire, I decided to refire. I could have retired before I was 30. I was already a multi-million-dollar earner and had residual income for the rest of my life. But I decided that I truly love what I do, and I get to add value to people's lives. And, there's an old saying, success without fulfillment is the ultimate failure in life. And that's why I'm on the call here tonight, is to be able to pay it forward. If somebody on this call hears this story and it inspires them to say, hey, if he can do it, I can do it. He's no better than me. If that broke waiter can learn a few skills and go out there and understand a few principles and concepts and go out there and help other people with a product and an opportunity and build up a successful business, I can do it too. And that's my message tonight is it's your turn now. It's your chance. Seize the moment, strike while the iron's hot, have that sense of urgency and fear of loss. I found, Stormy, it was easier to be successful and make a fortune in life than it was making a living. It was easier to go fast than it was slow. And, one of the things we talked about, Stormy, was the fact that, a lot of people get excited about the opportunity. And I'm just as passionate about the opportunity as I am the products, right? But you want to build a growing customer base. And let me share with you some success tips tonight if you're taking notes. Step one in your business is for you to become a product of the product. And what do I mean when I say that? You want to have that belief. The number one success ingredients in people is, of course, they got to be hungry, but they got to have the belief. They got to believe in their company. They got to believe in their product. They got to believe in the opportunity, but they also got to believe in themselves. But when you start using the product and you believe in the product yourself, there's no longer any selling involved. Right. It's only sharing. In other words, you go from your head, because if you're in your head, you're dead. You go from your head to your heart. The longest journey in life is from the head to the heart. And if you have what's called emotional sincerity, where you truly feel that you're sharing this wonderful gift with people, the gift of health, the gift of prosperity, whatever your products or your services and the opportunity that you're sharing with people, that you truly have their best interest at heart. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. So you want to have that emotional sincerity, that voice of authority, have that confidence, have that passion, have that belief in your product. And that really is the first step. And if you want to build a solid business, something that's stable and lasting, you want to build it around people eating and using your product consistently month after month. I was sharing with Stormy, I've got over 1 million customers on AutoShip. And you've got a good business when you can't screw up your own business. Because even if I left today, no one would follow me because they all believe in the product and are using the product and are on an AutoShip and keep using the product consistently over and over again. And when you become a product of the product, you build your business on rock, not sand. You build it on a solid foundation by building a growing customer base, and you retail to recruit. I find that your best distributors, your best partners, your best team members come from your raving fan customers. And when you have that belief and that emotional sincerity in the product, it's not so much what you say, it's how you feel about what you say. People communicate more with feelings than they do words. And so if you have that belief, that comes across when you talk to people. The other thing I like to do is under-promise and over-deliver. I don't talk to people about making all this big money. I talk to people about taking some baby steps. Step one is for you to get on the product yourself. Step two is let me show you how you can get your product for free. Put on a few customers, refer this. If you believe in it, there's no selling, it's only sharing. We share our products by word of mouth, one satisfied customer to another. So build a growing customer base, get your product for free, qualify your business, make an extra $500 to $1,000 a month. Start taking some baby steps. And as you start to grow, your business will start to grow. And then all of a sudden you can put together a plan over the next 3 to 5 years where you can compress a lifetime worth of work into a 3 to 5 year plan. And look at the timing right now. You know, in our profession, we're very attractive to people. You know, where we have a home-based business where you can work out of your home, and you can, you can start part-time if you'd like, and you can start to build up a customer base and build up a team and build up some residual income. And so it's very attractive. And, with your products that you have, a lot of people want and need your products, and they don't already have your products. So you have something that's in high demand right now. Where people are saying, wow, I'd really like to get involved in something like that. The recruiting pool of people today is wider and deeper than ever. It's really an opportunity of a lifetime right now. I mean, I tell people over here in our company, the fish are jumping in the boat. I mean, it's harvest time. And so we're having a lot of fun. There's freedom, there's flexibility, there's an opportunity to believe in people. And when I talk to people about the opportunity, Stormy, what I really share is I sell hope. I sell hope. Turn off CNN, constant negative news, living in fear, paralyzing yourself. Why don't you focus on what you can control, not what you can't control?
Exactly.
In other words, there's no PV and TV. Turn the TV off. Focus on body, mind, and spirit. How about your emotional mastery, your spiritual mastery, your physical mastery? You show up as the best version of you so you can be in a peak resourceful state and go out there and serve. You want to have that servant's heart where you're truly focused on helping other people with your products and with your opportunity. And as you do that, and as you start sharing your products and your opportunity with people and start building up a team and building up that customer base, it becomes very, very exciting. And, I stay in the business today because I love what I do. I get to add value to people's lives. And there's a lot of fulfillment, meaning, purpose, fulfillment. And our profession is rich in relationships and love and connection and growth. Aren't you the happiest in life when you're growing and there's progress? Growth equals happiness and a chance to contribute, the contribution side. To be able to go out there and do something that counts, something that matters. Something where you're making a difference, something bigger than yourself, and having that impact, something that's cause-oriented, mission-driven, whatever it is for you guys, whatever you're marketing out there with your products and your opportunity, feel proud about what you do and have that servant's heart and always focus on meeting other people's needs, adding value to their lives, and creating these raving fan relationships. And keep the focus on building a growing customer base. Stormy, we talked about this, and from those customers, you will retail to recruit. Your top team members will come from those raving fan customers. So, Stormy, I'll turn it back over to you. If you have one or two questions, I'll answer them, and we'll wrap it up here tonight.
Absolutely. Well, first of all, you said so much. I have pages of notes, obviously, and you could tell that you definitely are very in tune with just life, and that you just seem so vibrant, which makes me know that you have great products as well. And you said something. You said that the Raven fan customers, obviously your company has to have good products in order to create Raven fan customers. For a person to get, and I know that you 1 million customers is a huge accomplishment, obviously. What was your mindset like to recognize that, yes, we could get all of this money, you could break all of these ranks and all of that stuff? What happened when you decided to shift your focus from just whatever it was on to now recognizing, if I just took my time and got 1 million customers, I would never have to look for money because I would be attracting it and I'd be creating it? Like, what were you mentally?
Well, we made some mistakes in the beginning. We had a different product when I first started 30-some years ago. We were very opportunity-driven, and it was a different business back then with the water and air filtration products. And then when we made a shift back in the early 90s to go to Juice Plus and a nutritional product and wellness and whole food nutrition, a lot of people left and they went to other companies, and a lot of them regret that. One of the things I'll tell you is you want to stick. You don't want to jump around. don't fall into becoming a multi-level junkie and, the deal of the week, the flavor of the month, popping drops out there. The grass is not greener on the other side of the fence. It still has to be mowed. You still have to get customers. You still have to build your team. You still got to go out there and do the basics, the fundamentals. Those will never change, right? Building a customer base, building a team, building relationships, building for events, personal development, all those things that you want to do consistently every day. But the key is to find something and stick with it, like you've done, Stormy, with your company and people that are on this call tonight. Don't jump around. That would be number one. But number two is, put that focus on your product and put that focus on building a customer base. Now, I've built a very large organization over the last 30 years. But I love people on my team, whether they do a little or they do a lot. Not everybody's going to go out and build a business like this, and I've always put that value even on that customer. The fortune is in the follow-up. And, the majority of the people you put on as customers or as new team members, they're going to do it part-time sometime or no time. That's just the way it is. But you want to have a lot of people doing a little. Right? And then very few of your people, maybe 80%, are going to do it very, very part-time on your team. Maybe 15% will engage at a little higher level, but less than 5% are really going to step up and play at this level, Stormy, that you and I are playing at with our companies. But that's okay, because I love them whether they do a little or they do a lot. Everybody's very valuable, and you never know when circumstances change in somebody's life and they decide to step up and treat this like a business, not like a hobby. A great question I tell people to ask themselves is, what do I have to do to make this business a bigger priority in my life? Treat it like a business or treat it like a hobby? Jim Rohn says, really, all you have to do is a few simple disciplines. A few simple disciplines done consistently over and over again equals multiple rewards. An example, you can't take your product one day during the week and then miss it the rest of the week and expect to get results. It's like exercise. You can't work out one day and then miss the other 6 days. It's that consistency of effort and work habits and attitude. It's called a DOM, your daily method of operation. And get very clear on what your job description is. If we share our products by word of mouth, one satisfied customer to another, no matter what your rank is or your position is in your company, your job description never changes. And that is to onboard new customers always, right. Putting on new customers and building new team, building those relationships. And a few simple disciplines, the basics, the fundamentals done consistently over and over again equal multiple rewards. Listen, guys, you don't have to do 1,000 things well. You have to do a handful of things 1,000 times over and over again. Share your product, share your opportunity, build relationships, build for events, right? Develop personal development, keep growing. What books are you reading? What are you listening to? Who are you spending time with? Who you spend time with is who you become. So you want to feed your mind every day so you can show up as the best version of you. Condition your body and connect spiritually, body, mind, and spirit. And that's why I'm saying focus on what you can control, not what you can't control. So many people are paralyzing themselves and putting themselves in fear right now. Listen, when gratitude is present, fear can't exist. We should be very grateful for what we have. We have an opportunity of a lifetime to go out there and serve and make a difference in the world with our opportunity and with our products. So that's what I wanted to share tonight, Stormy, and I just want to say God bless all of you, and you're a great leader, you're a great inspiration to so many out there, and I truly believe the best years are ahead of us. The best is yet to come.
Absolutely. Listen, thank you so much. Thank you for your contribution to my team. We're forever grateful, and I'm sure I'll see you again in the near future. Thank you so much.
You got it, Stormy.
Awesome.
Have a great night.
Awesome. Thank you. Guys. Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Awesome. So, guys, listen, it's so much that we could take away from that conversation. So much, for me, gratitude, because this is someone who inspired me. Hold on, y'all. This is someone who inspired me when I, and to know that you could develop 1,000,000 customers on SmartShip. 1,000,000 customers on SmartShip, recognizing that everything he talked about is nothing that you guys haven't already heard before. Everything that he said to you all tonight should be very familiar, from understanding the consumption side of things and understanding physical mastery. We talked about physical mastery this week, emotional mastery, cognitive mastery, spiritual mastery, and understanding that you got to learn how to work and build yourself more than you build the business. And so I want to go into a couple of other things. As you guys know, we're on phase 2 of the challenge. And let me just say something. This challenge was designed for me to make sure that my team understands the right behavior. What do you got to do to create a long-term business? See, some of you all are here and you're not going to be here this time next year. And I understand that. Some of you guys are here and you're just here for the income that you can make during the pandemic. Some of y'all are here and you're just here temporarily because you don't really understand the power of creating something strong as if what we have here in TLC. But I'm hoping that every one of us, that regardless of where we are today in our business, regardless of where we are even in our life, in the phase of our business, I'm hoping that tonight is a new shift for you. That you recognize this man been in the industry, y'all, and I don't want to keep him too long. He's been in the industry for 33 years. And what I started to recognize is that many people don't know what is the principles. What do I really have to do to make this last and to make this last forever? First of all, we always talk about the 10 core commitments. That is posted at least once a day on 1,000 families. We know that the first core commitment is to be a product of the product. Right? I didn't tell them what to say, but the truth is, all of the things that we all do in this industry, it really is transferable. Okay? When you got a product, okay, it's transferable. Of course, things vary from a service-based industry, from a service-based company to, a product-based company. But the things that he teaches his team is the same thing that we do. Why did he get on my call tonight? You heard he say he went from retirement to refinement, meaning he's fired up again about this industry. He literally has made a decision, y'all, because of what's going on worldwide, to get out of retirement, to go back to work at $500,000 a month. Guys, come on, this is what we've got to understand. I'd rather get consistent income than to make $2-3 million for 1 month or for 1 year. Give me $500,000 every single month for 30 years. And you know how we're going to do this, y'all? We're going to focus on a strong customer base. I want y'all to write down tonight, before you go to bed, a list of at least 10 new customers that you can get on these products. We already know that TLC has introduced the 10-5-2. What does that mean? That we're supposed to sample to 10 people. See, everybody needs to understand the power of sampling. Not every person is going to be a paid customer. Some of you are going to have to understand that you got to sow seeds into people. Do you know, when I look at my team, a lot of them were sampled. A lot of them, y'all, we brought on somebody today. I can't wait to tell y'all who we brought on today. I can't wait to tell y'all this superstar that just joined the team. I can't wait till we can make this announcement. But guess what? 2 weeks ago, I gave this man probably $700 worth of products for free. Right? I didn't ask him to pay for them. I sowed the seed because I knew once he consumed the NutriBurst, once he consumed the NRG, once he consumed the Matrix, the Tetui, and B12, and the toothpaste, those right there are like 6 products that's to go-to products. Every single one of you all that's on this live right now, if you brush your teeth, you should be brushing your teeth with TLC's toothpaste. Why would you use any other toothpaste beside the toothpaste that contributes to your bottom line? Not only is it an amazing toothpaste, you should be using a toothpaste because you're making residual income off of it. And so when we place our orders, y'all, we got to start throwing in other products because our whole goal is to understand, what are we doing here? We transfer our buying powers. We're not no longer operating from a consumer standpoint. We've been a consumer all our life. We've been buying things, Colgate, all our life. We were buying Dove soap all our life. We were buying Folgers coffee all our life. We were buying, Flintstone vitamins and vitamins from GNC and Centrix and One A Day and Mega Man and all that. Why don't we buy from ourselves? And so when I think about 1 million customers on AutoShip, y'all, it's a combination of outside customers and it's a combination of inside distributors. Because here's the deal, and it hit me today, y'all. There's nothing more stronger than a distributor, okay? Than a distributor that was once a customer, okay? I said no to TLC for 2 years, right? Because I didn't understand the product. My upline, my sponsor at the time, all right, who's no longer in the company, similar story. My sponsor is no longer a part of TLC, all right? But I'm forever grateful for his introduction to this company. But when he first came to me, regarding the company, he didn't come to me telling me about the products, okay? You heard what Mr. Roberti said, that there was a point in time where all they sold was the opportunity. But I need y'all to know that what we're doing, how we're focusing on this NutriBurst, this is a consumable, y'all. This will last the average person 1 week. So really every household, okay, if you're taking this the right way, you're going to find yourself going through at least 4 bottles a month. So what does that tell me? That's $160 smart ship just off of NutriBurst. So if I got a consumer, a outside customer that's buying 4 bottles of NutriBurst every month, one customer, that's giving me 160 points. If I do that 10 times, that's 1,600 points right there just off of smart ships. Even if that customer is not in my business, I'd rather have a good customer versus turning a good customer into a bad distributor. You know why? Because all of us, let me tell y'all what hit me, y'all. All of us are distributors, are customers. We're all customers. Some of us are just customers with no benefits, okay? And some of us are customers with benefits. What does that mean? That means some customers don't get nothing from the comp plan. All they want is their NutriBurst. And let me tell you what I love about customers. Most customers don't give you no problems. All they want is their order to show up. They're not stressing you out. They ain't ego driven. They ain't in their feelings. They ain't in here one day, out one day. They ain't complaining. All they want is their order to show up. They ain't expecting nothing but give me my NutriBurst, give me my NRG, give me my toothpaste, right? But when you get a distributor requires more. Nothing is wrong with that. That's a part of our job description. As you heard him say, our job description is to continue to build the people. When you build the people will build the business. That is the truth. Our job description is to be an example, right? If you are a product of the product, that means the company and the products have went from your head to your heart. How many times do we talk about that? And so when you look at what we have, y'all, all of us, we are TLC customers. We are TLC's customers. Some of us just get benefits because we get to get paid through the comp plan. And so all of us should be on a 120 smart ship. You know why? Not just because we want to maximize the comp plan. No, that's not the only reason, which that's a very valid reason. Because one of the reasons why we're on a 120 smart ship, really, y'all, I do 120 a week. Because we don't even have any more B12 drops around here. So I'm now realizing between me and Manaya, we easily go through 3-4 bottles of B12 a month. Because we really use the products, okay? We really go through, 4 bottles a piece of NutriBurst a week. Really? I take first of all, y'all, every time I'm on Instagram, I'm going to take a shot. When I wake up in the morning, I take multiple shots. NutriBurst is like my 5-hour energy drink. I take that shot as a pick-me-up. So I am one of TLC's best customers. I just happen to get paid. See, this is the mental shift that y'all got to have. And here's what I want you to know, what is so strong. When you first get a customer that's just a cash customer or a customer that goes to the link in your bio, right? You're going to earn $20 off that customer. But you're going to get 10 points. The whole key is to transition that $20 10-point customer to a auto ship, smart ship customer. You know why? Because you want to figure out how many customers can I create, because now my income now becomes passive. It's not about being stressed out, trying to call your customer every month to get a sale. No, we want to convert that one-off customer to a auto ship customer, because we want to have our incomes on autopilot. We want to be able to say, we got 1 million customers on auto ship. And here's what y'all got to know. The first month that customer buys a product, yes, they may be $20 at 10 points, but when you get them on a smart ship, that turns into 40 points. You know what that 40 points means for you guys? 25, 40 points on your left, 25, 40 points on your right. You are now a director. And all of us, everybody should be focused on directors. You know why? Because there are so many people out there right now, okay, that just wants to make enough money to pay their light bill, their water bill, their phone bill, to put, money towards the rent. See, when I first started, I didn't start to be a multimillionaire. Nobody could have ever told me that I would be a full-time network marketer. I didn't even believe in the industry of network marketing. I only joined because I was looking for a way to earn an extra $500 to $1,000 a month, y'all. That's all I wanted. And with TLC, guess what? A person could sell 50 products a month alone and make $1,000. This is why it is important that we are saying this to people. When I sign somebody up, y'all, I'm gonna be, clear. My number one goal is to help them to understand two things quickly. Number one, of course, the 10 core commitments. But I need you to understand two things quickly. I need you to understand that every product you sell is gonna pay you $20. Okay? I need you to understand one bottle of NutriBurst sold, you just made you $20. So if you want to know why people post so much, why they go live so much, why they are really about these products, because they want to sell NutriBurst. See, y'all need to know your transformation. It is important to your success. It is important for your family, your peers to see that you have transformed. Listen, y'all, I don't look like the woman I did 4 or 5 years ago. So people that was on the fence about even buying from me, it's like I've literally eliminated every excuse that they could even make about purchasing, because when you look at me, I look like I'm on the products. See, that's why it is so important that our smartships are right, because some of y'all are such on a budget, you're running out of NutriBurst, and that's why you can't use it. Some of y'all can't even drink the tea properly because come on, y'all know you only get 25 sachets in a bag of tea. So if you're drinking 2 a day, you're going to need at least, for real, like 3 bags. 2 a day, that's 60 sachets. So it is what it is. If you don't have enough inventory because you're being cheap with yourself, let me tell y'all something. Your team, your customers are going to do 80% of what you do wrong. People tend to emulate what you do wrong more than what you do right, even if you think they're not looking. So if you're not using the products, trust me, some way, somehow, you are sending an energy, a frequency that people know you're not doing what you're supposed to do. And so a part of not being tricked out of your spot, as I always say, listen, you ain't tricking me off my spot. It's understanding that people are watching you, y'all. You got people that's watching just to see how long you're going to be doing what you're doing. You got people that's watching, waiting on you to quit. You got people watching, waiting to say, yep, it don't work. She done got fat. I know it don't work. He done got fat. They're waiting to discredit you. And it's not that they're personally trying to create any harm or just be negative. That's just how we were created, y'all. It's hard for us to trust, and it's hard for us to believe anything. So it's important that y'all take this week, this day, and decide, you know what? I'm going to start focusing on retailing to recruit. It is important that you understand. The second thing I focus on when I sign people up is that I make sure they understand that they need to get at least binary qualified. At least. Because I understand that either on your left leg or your right leg, you are going to see volume. Okay? And so I need you to get binary qualified, even though you may not understand why you need to do it. Because you signed up with me, because you're a part of 1,000 families, that means you trust. See, when you're a part of 1,000 families, you just trust that everything is going to work out the way it's supposed to work out, because we are family. You just trust that we got your back and that we're not misguiding you and we're not misleading you. You just got to have a different level of trust. I'm sorry. When you have a family member, what you do? You find ways to love them and you find ways to trust them. Right? And so I know that you may not understand why, but if you join my team, I need you to trust me a little bit. Go get you 50 customers a day or 50 customers a week. Because let me tell y'all something. The greatest conviction, the greatest tool to build somebody's confidence is their own personal achievement. When they see that they've made money, right? When they see that their post, I'm talking about that first $20 sale, y'all. That first $20 sale is going to increase that person's belief. That's why when I sign people up, one of the things I like to make sure that they know, don't even start promoting or selling until you got the product. Because if you're not going to be on the product and passionately share it, then nobody's going to believe you. And now you're coming across as a salesperson. And everybody wants to buy, but nobody wants to be sold. Guys, everybody wants to buy, but nobody wants to be sold. So how does a person buy without being sold? Because you speak to them through your messaging. You speak to them through your look. You speak to them through your transformation. You speak to them through your change. You speak to them through your growth. They see you and you're speaking to them and you're like a commercial. So now they want to change. They want to buy because they're looking at you and you're speaking to them without saying one word. So everybody on this call, we got to work harder on ourselves than we do anything else. We're on phase 2 of the Director's Challenge. And I want to say thank you to everyone that showed out last night, that participated. What y'all don't know is that, and I don't know if y'all heard Mr. Jeff Roberti, okay? He got on this call tonight because he understands principles. He understands the mere fact that he served this 1,000 families team. The mere fact that he served in our frequency, he tapped into our energy. He is not in retirement, he's in refinement. What a way to lift off his new refinement by getting on a call with the hottest network marketing company right now, the hottest team in the industry of network marketing right now. We got more stories than any company that I know of, and we got Stormy Wellington over here. What? Absolutely. That's what this is about. We got to understand that this is very principled. Did you hear him? Did you hear what he said? The principles and the strategies. Did you hear him? It's not just about selling no product. It's bigger than that. It's way deeper than that. And that's why y'all got to look, pay attention, look, okay? You got to listen. What is your uplines? What is your coaches? What is your mentors saying to you? And what are they doing every day? You got to learn. Y'all, we are never in, listen, constant and never ending improvement. We are never at the finish line. We are constantly and never ending our improvement. Every day, we're trying to learn something new. Every day, you should be picking your champion and learning from your champion. Who is the person that you have decided is going to be your champion? Who is your champion? Don't watch and follow everybody. You can't drink from everybody's cup, baby. You got to find who is the person that I like their style. I like their results. You know, tonight we had, the Quail come on, Candid Conversations, and it was so amazing. Y'all go back and watch LaQuell's live. Because some of y'all just need to find somebody that makes you say, man, if he can do it, I can do it. And I'm telling you, tonight, I feel as if having Jeff Roberti on this call, 2 years ago, y'all, I was making $50,000 a week. $50,000. I had lost 8 legs of business just like that. Okay? People had tore me down so bad. I had worked so hard to build this company. So hard to build this company. And all I was getting was the bad end of the stick. Everybody, you could tell, their biggest dream was to see me fold. I knew I could feel it in the air. I could feel it. They wanted me to fold. They were trying to trick me about my spot. And I'm going to tell y'all, for 2 years, all I did was focus on Stormy. I traveled. I grew. I did personal development. I listened to audios. I was a Tony Robbins Platinum partner. That's where I met Mr. Jeff Roberti. I went and I met him again for the second time. First time he was at Tony Robbins. He's a platinum partner too. Well, he was a platinum partner. And then I saw him at GoPro. And when I saw him at GoPro, here was my chance to tell him thank you. I said thank you so much. When I spoke to one of my mentors and they told me your story. Shouts out to one of my mentors, Johnny Green. He said, Stormy, you got to hear Jeff Roberti's story. Jeff Roberti had lost his whole team. They started leaving. They started disrespecting him. They started going to different companies, but he knew to stay. And he said his goal was to rebuild with a strong customer base. And here's what I said this time around. See, y'all, phase 2 is the Director's Challenge. But in my mind, I'm on phase 2 of building my business. I would never just sell the opportunity ever again. Because guess what? When the opportunity is not paying, you gone. But when we tap into these products, when we get people hooked on these products, even if they're not making no money, guess what? They're going to consistently buy our products. And why is this so important? Because guess what? That is where our residual income comes from. It doesn't come from people selling money. You heard what he said. Hope. We're hope dealers, okay? We sell hope. We help other people every day. We sell time freedom, yes, but it's wrapped up in a gift called health. We sell time freedom, but it's wrapped up in a gift called health. That is why your transformation is so important. That is why your growth is so important. You want your family members to look at you and to listen to you and say, wow, you have changed. Wow, you're not the same. It's like, honestly, y'all, when I first started, I was thriving for people to tell me I've changed. If they didn't tell me I changed, I was mad. I couldn't wait for people to say, you different, girl. You skinny, girl. You changed. I'm winning. I needed you to say that I've changed. I need you to start calling me the tea lady. I was determined. Until you call me the tea lady, I ain't stopping. I wanted people to call me crazy. If they ain't call me crazy, I wasn't on track. So I worked my behind off to be called crazy, to be called the tea lady, and for people to say I changed. Oh, and every time they'll say I was crazy, I'll be saying, I'm winning. Because y'all are normal. I don't want to be like y'all. Ooh, the tea lady. I'm winning. Oh, yeah. Man, you changed. I'm winning. And so all of us, we're working for that. That's what you're working for. And when you understand that what we have right here, y'all, is long term. Do y'all understand? I've never seen anybody come on a training call from another company and I have no fear. I know I got people saying she crazy. They saying it again. She let him do her training call. She put him on her banner. She put he got his products behind him. He promoted his company. Oh my God, she crazy. No, I'm not. I know what I have. I know what I got. I'm not concerned. I'm not worried. I need y'all to believe, though. I need y'all to see that we could be here for 30 more years. Getting it. And when you pass away, this could be passed down to your children's children's children. I'm not crazy. I'm not worried. We're solid. I know what we have. Guess what? I'm gonna validate some more for you. I texted to Jack Fallon. You think Jack Fallon asked a question? You think Jack Fallon had any fear? You know what he said? Thank you. That's what he said. I texted him the banner. We have no fear. We're solid over here. Solid as a rock. You know what he said? Thank you. Because we know, y'all, the same way we've been here since 1999. We here in the 2000. Oh, we gonna be here, baby, in another 30, 40 years. But what you gotta ask yourself, will I be here 1 year from now? Will I be a part of the new shift? See, the person that's going to take your business to the next level haven't even joined your company yet. They haven't even joined your energy yet. They haven't even joined the team yet, y'all. They haven't even joined yet. But I said this today as I was talking to the quail. When a fish gets sick, they don't treat the fish. You ever seen a fish have surgery? They treat the water. My goal at this stage in my career is I can't treat every fish. I can't treat every shark. I can't treat every whale. I can't treat every crab. I can't treat everybody. I'm only one person. But what I can do is I could treat the water. I can make sure this environment is beautiful. I can make sure our culture is beautiful. I can make sure that when you come over here, you know something different about us. That's what I could do. I could go from leader to legend. I could keep elevating new leaders. Shouts out to the All-Stars that won phase 1. Oh man, but the Heat ain't playing. The Heat ain't playing. The Heat, literally, and I love it. You know why? Because the whole goal of the challenge was to teach you to edify, elevate, equip. I knew some people were not going to like the challenge because nobody wants to lose. Nobody wants to lose. Everybody wants to win. So I knew the challenge was going to make some people disenchanted. But can I tell y'all something, man? Can I tell y'all something? Coach became great at the sight of temporary defeat. See, it took for my upline to go build his own company, and it took for some people to get pulled from my team. It took for me to lose 8 legs of business, for me to say, oh no. See, every one of us need a little motivation every now and then, because if not, you get a little complacent. You get a little bit of too much contentment. You know, and so we all need to be woke up, you know, like when I think about how we talk about how, you know, boss lady came and woke up some savages, you know, and then Natalie came and made $1 million and she woke up your savage, you know, and then Stormy Wellington came and she wakes up. That's what we do. You're supposed to be successful because you want to motivate somebody else. See, people not motivated by you when you quit. People not motivated by you when you're being mediocre and when you're doing basic, regular stuff. No, people are inspired by the win. So you're supposed to come over here and win and make them mad. But when they get mad, guess what? They get motivated and determined. Oh, nothing is more powerful than a person with some revenge. See, some of y'all need to use this as your revenge company. You're supposed to come over here and say, I'm getting my revenge. Like, see this phase 2 of this challenge? It ain't about the Rolexes that they gonna get. It's more about the impact that we made. We were able to help over 1,500 families, y'all, in 3 weeks. This was 3 weeks. We helped 1,500 families make enough money to meet their bare essentials. Did y'all forget the whole purpose of the challenge was to never... Did you hear what he said? I woke up one morning, y'all, 4 o'clock in the morning. I said, my team got to hear from Jeff Roberti. I laid in my bed, and I don't know where the thought came from. I said, they got to understand that we're going through some growing pains. Yes, sometimes the products come late. Yes, customer service hold times is long. Yes, we got to stock on some things. But guess what? Your mindset should be market share. Your mindset should be supply and demand. Your mindset should be, what if nobody was calling? What if we had too much products? Because y'all, I remember there was a point in time when nobody was calling TLC, okay? There was a point in time where we had plenty of products because nothing was selling. So it's about your perception, and it's about your mentorship, and it's about your mental shift, and it's about you being here 1 year from now, planting your flag saying, wait a minute. There are people in my company. See, this is our company, making us 6 figures a week. There are people in our company, making multiple 6 figures a week. There's people in our company. This is our company, y'all, making $1 million, $2 million a month. In our company, y'all. So what you got to understand is that it's just a matter of time for you. Y'all, I was going to quit 2 years ago. I was done. And I know what role I play in this company. If I would have quit 2 years ago, what about them 1,500 people that was able to pay their bills this past month because of us? What about the people that was able to put food on the table and pay for their grandma's medication and their auntie's medication and pay their light bill? What would happen to them? Yeah, we got people making 6 and 7 figures, but I ain't even thinking about them for real because they good. What about the people that wouldn't have been able to pay their rent? That's what we're doing over here in Total Life Changes. It's bigger than just millionaires and Rolls Royces and Bentleys and Range Rovers and Rolexes. It is. Because I remember when I first started, all I wanted to do was put food on the table. That's it. And when I came up with that challenge, I sat outside of my backyard. And I said, Stormy, it's about these people that was you. The same you was this person 5 years ago that was depressed, you was fat. You ain't had no money to pay your light bill, your water bill. You ain't had no money for food. So yes, you proud of your superstars. I love my globals, my ambassadors, my executives, my nationals. I do, y'all. But can I tell you, it's not about them. We can't forget. You heard what he said. We can never forget where we came from. That's what 1,000 Families is about. It ain't about you. It ain't about me. It's about we. Nobody's bigger than the team. Nobody's bigger than the vision. And we don't stop. If he could be in his company for 33 years, y'all, he was in his company for 33 years. You could be here for 33 years too. You could be that story that comes up and they like, oh my God, you've changed. Yeah, I've changed because I wanted to. I made a decision. I didn't like my life. I wanted to change. My life depended on me changing. And some of y'all know what I'm talking about. You ain't happy with your life. That's why you got to get up tomorrow and take your NutriBurst. Let tomorrow be day 1 for you. You drink your 2 sachets of tea tonight. You wake up in the morning, you take your NutriBurst. You take a picture of how you look today. This is how I look today. You take a picture of how you look today. You take a picture of how you look today. And you decide, I'm not looking like that no more. I'm not going to keep looking like that no more, trying to sell a product. And if you look good, you could always look better. Ain't no finish lines, man. And your family is counting on it. This is the best time for you. The energy, the water is beautiful. The energy is right. The momentum is here. You come and you find your place and you put in work and you contribute and you give us a story that we could use and we could talk about. And yeah, you say it so they can get mad at you. Yeah, let them call you crazy. Of course I'm crazy. I ain't like y'all. Yeah. Let them call you the tea lady. Let them call you the NutriBurst. You still trying to sell it? Yeah, all of that. That's the attitude that we got to have, y'all. We are champions. You don't quit. You just heard from somebody 33 years in the game. And I'm telling y'all, I was going to quit. In 2018, I was done with TLC. I was going to collect my 50 grand a week and just be done. If you don't believe me, go down my timeline. I was done with TLC. But what if I would allow the very same people that I was doing it for Because see, I'm not doing, when you make it 200,000 a month is a lot of money. What about, I could have stopped there. But if I would have stopped there, where would we be right now? And so guys, I need y'all to play full out for this phase 2. Because every level requires another layer. I need y'all to get fully in the game. Stop sitting on the sidelines. Stop believing it ain't for you. No, it's for you. You can do this. Go director. When you go director, you got to identify who you're going to take to director. You should not be a director by yourself. You ready to go executive? Who you going to help go director? You ready to go regional? Who is your executive and who is your directors? It's very simple. And when you figure out who they are, y'all got to come into an agreement, y'all. When you decide who you're aligning with, listen, you have to forge a mastermind alliance. And here's the deal. The person that you align with today may not be the person that you align with indefinitely. You align with them, get what you need, and now who else you going to help? All of y'all tonight should know who is going to be your executive this week if you plan on going regional. Okay? If you're going director this week, who is going director with you? The Heat is in the league. The Heat ain't playing, y'all. They're not playing. But I love it because we got to take setting people free personal. This is personal. Because you can, listen, let me tell you something that was a powerful tool that we don't use enough. Your memory. Your memory is one of the most powerful tools that you can use. People will say, Stormy, don't have to do this. Yes, I do. Because I can never forget where I came from. It ain't about me. It's about we. Of course, I got enough money where I could chill. Of course. But it's about the fulfillment. It's about the contribution. It's about the way I feel when I know that we're going to get up this call tonight fired up and excited. Tomorrow, opportunity call. Every night we do opportunity call at 8 o'clock. We need to have thousands of people on the line, y'all. People should go to our page on 8 o'clock on an opportunity call and see 3,000 people on the line. Do you know what would happen? Hold on. Do you know what happened? If a person, a guest, you invite a guest to the live and they see 3,000 people on the live, that's momentum. All of y'all, this is how we serve and support each other, y'all. We get on the live because we want to learn. And we get on the live because we have guests. We're doing 10-5-2. How many of y'all sent out some samples? How many of y'all got your five brand new customers? How many of y'all got your 2 distributors? The company got everything that we need. We got to work the system, y'all. It's time to put pressure on the principles and pressure on the system. And I promise you, stick and stay, and you're going to get your pay. Guys, listen, it's over an hour. I hope that you guys feel the energy that I feel. I'm telling y'all, our best days are truly yet ahead of us. I'm telling y'all, some of y'all have no idea who you're going to be in the next 90 days. Some of y'all have no idea that you haven't even seen who you are yet. But when you get on these products, when you commit to having a PMA, a positive mental attitude, when you decide not to major in the minors, it don't matter about the minor stuff. The minor stuff don't matter. What matters is your family. What matters is your future. What matters is your freedom. What matters is your faith and your contribution to humanity. That's what makes me so proud to wake up every day knowing that my life matters. And so, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to end this call. Make sure that you go hard this week. May mayhem mean I'm crazy. May mayhem, listen, I text Jeff Roberti, crazy. He woke up like 6 o'clock in the morning to my text. I said, I need you. He didn't respond for a little bit, but I ain't even worried because I'm a hawker. One of my mentors told me that too. I hawks. I want him on my call. And guess what? I got exactly what I wanted. And I hope that you guys got something from him as well. So may mayhem mean I'm crazy. May mayhem, I'm doing everything that I got to do to get to the next level. Because if it's meant to be, it's up to me. And so, guys, make sure that you're active in the back office, all right? Every week before midnight, you need to check if you say active. Look at the check marks. You should have a check. If there's no check, all you got to do is click shop and buy something, okay? All of us need to be brushing our teeth with Lucida. We should be drinking the coffee, the Delgado coffee. We should buy more than 1 bag of tea. Why you got yourself on a tea budget? We should have a 4-pack of NutriBurst coming in and out of our house, okay? We should be on Complex. Did y'all know we got a new product, Complex X? Okay, we should be on everything because we want to be a product of the product, and we know that our team is not going to do what we don't do. And so Make sure you're active in the back office. Set your authorship up. I told you I do 120 a week. It's up to you what you choose to do. I've been in companies where SmartShip is over $500. TLC SmartShip is $120. Set yourself up on a proper authorship. Go get you another binary. This is the best time for a home-based business. Listen, you can't say the wrong thing to the right person right now. You can't. Call them. Don't be afraid to get in your phone. Hey, listen, what are you doing? What you got going on? How you making money from home right now? Check this out. Watch this video. Get on this live. Very simple, y'all. But you heard what he said. It's a numbers game. It's a numbers game. What you lack in skill, you boom, make up in the numbers. He said the same thing that I say. Because successful people do the same damn thing. We do the same thing. Period. And so listen, y'all, I'm gone. Have a good night, man. Congratulations again to the Heat. The Heat killing it. Shout out to the Heat. If you're on Instagram, go ahead and drop us some flames. Team Heat killing it. Shout out to Team Heat, man. Doing big things, y'all. And look, I'm gone, man. Have a great night. But again, play full out, y'all. Play full out for the month of May. May Mayhem. Decide that you're going to go from the back of the line to the front of the line. Decide that you're going to be directed this month. Decide that you're going to be the example. Decide that you're going to make yourself feel good. And push yourself to the limit, y'all. Push yourself to the limit. Don't just do enough. Do more than enough. Because we crazy. That's what May Mayhem is all about. All right? Crazy. Crazy people doing what we got to do to get the job done. So listen, y'all. I'm about to play on my song, Circle of Bosses. What's up?
Weezy out of it. Weezy out of it.
Peace out, y'all. 1,000 families. Oh, if y'all want a shirt, y'all go to skint.com. We got shirts available. 1,000 families, baby. Get your shirt. skint.com. Get your shirt. Shots to Nutribirds. Y'all already know. What's up? Y'all feel that vibe?